All right. This is the OnePlus Pad 2. It just came out not too long ago. You can get it on sale right now. And it's a pretty significant upgrade from the OnePlus Pad 1. So the first thing you can see is obviously it's a different color, right? You got green over here, you got gray over here. But they've also made a lot of significant improvements on the inside. They bumped up the specs, most notably the processor. So this is the first tablet in the world, I believe, running the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, which is the Qualcomm's flagship chip for this year. It came out in the OnePlus 12. It's in all the Galaxy S24 line. It came out in the Z Fold. You know, it's the flagship chip for this year, and it's running in this bad boy right here. If you remember the OnePlus Pad 1, it was running the MediaTek Dimensity 9000, which was still a great chip. I reviewed that tablet. You can find that review on crackberry.com. I'll link it down below. And this is the OnePlus Pad 2. My review is not out on this yet. I'm working on a full review, but I just wanted to briefly talk about it because it got me really excited. It's the most excited I've been for a tablet in quite a long time. Mainly because the specs are just awesome, the way they've updated it. So it's a slightly larger display. They went to a little bit over 12 inches on the display. And it comes with, well, it doesn't come with, but you can get this really awesome keyboard case. And my favorite thing about it, the keyboard case, which is something they fixed, and I think I've taken inspiration from other two-in-ones that have been doing this, is you can use the keyboard, right, attached or detached. It connects via Bluetooth, right? So you can still use it and type on it and use all the features of the keyboard when it's not physically attached to the tablet, right? It totally ups the game. And hey, guess what? It's the same thing Microsoft just did with their latest Surface Pro 9s, right? So you got this kickstand in the back, you can set it up, and then you can type on it and use it fully Bluetooth. And they've also, they've also upgraded their stylus, the OnePlus Stylo. The first one was pretty good. It wasn't anything spectacular or fancy, but for the new one, they've included some fancy haptics. So where as you're writing, it's only in the Notes app so far. I haven't been able to figure out any other app that works with it, but in the Notes app, the OnePlus Notes app, it actually gives you haptic feedback as you write. So it feels like you're scratching across the paper. And as a pen and paper nerd, it's awesome. Like, I really, really like the feel. So again, this isn't my full review, but I just wanted to say I've never been this excited about a tablet in a long time. But I also wanted to briefly talk about something, because when a new tablet comes out, the first thing everybody says is, does it compete with the iPad? Is it going to take away market share from the iPad? And that's a really hard question to answer. It's a really hard question to dive into, because the iPad is really, really great at what it does, right? But it's also very limited in what it does. And so it really more comes down to the tablet experience, right? Because if you are bought in hook, line, and sinker into the Apple ecosystem, there's nothing that's going to take you away from the iPad, right? So the question isn't necessarily, is it going to pull you away from the iPad? The question is it a fantastic tablet experience, right? Because what do most people want from their tablet? They want to check email, they want to browse the internet, they want to watch Netflix, and do some shopping. Right? That's what most people want from their tablet. And even when Google launched their Pixel tablet earlier this year, they touted a whole bunch of research that said, we found out that something like 80% of people never take their tablet out of the home anyway. So all you're doing is sitting on your couch using your tablet, right? So in that sense, it doesn't really matter if you've got an iPad or an Android, right? What you need is a fantastic tablet experience. Browsing the internet, checking your emails, maybe responding to messages, maybe, I don't know, and watching Netflix, right? Those are the things you want a tablet to be really, really good at. Maybe some gaming if you're kind of into gaming, things like that. And so in that aspect, spoiler alert, the OnePlus Pad 2 crushes it. Again, I'm not giving this a full review because I've only had maybe a week or so with this device. But my early impressions are that it's awesome. It's a significant upgrade over the Pad 1. So if you've got the Pad 1, I would highly recommend looking to trade it in, because I think you can get it almost half off if you trade in with the previous OnePlus Pad. So definitely worth the upgrade in my opinion. Is this worth the $500 plus the cost of the keyboard and the stylo? Be sure to like and subscribe for the full review when it comes out. But my early impressions are right now, the OnePlus Pad 2 is the tablet to beat.